Hi guys, welcome to Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. I'm outside, so I apologise about the background noise. For those of you who have been following me for a long time, you know I was looking into buying a property and I managed to buy I apologise about that. Now, this is why we invest. So we have these funds and assets at our disposal when we need them for something. And the timing was just perfect because I liquidated a lot of my assets before the market started going down. I mean, I did say to you guys that the market was getting very bubbly and I wanted to look into liquidating some anyway, but buying a property gave me an excuse and a bit of a push, so I got very lucky. Now, what am I buying? Well, I'm sure you're aware that RX is merging with EXAI. I just nibbled a little bit to bring my position up to full size, and if you noticed with Intelia, it come down to $21. I picked up more of that. Now, if you remember, I sold when it hit 30. And I sold my calls. People were telling me to hold till 40, but I think those people who were waiting on a 40 were waiting on more data, and on the data that was out, 30 was about right at the time. I tried to buy some puts on Beam and Intelia, but they didn't fill, and of course Intelia and Beam have come back down again. I did the same with Beam. I sold the 30 mark and now I'm accumulating more. For those of you who have been long-term followers, I sold Quidco in the $70 and $90 range, so I'm filling my position on that again. And looking at, once I've filled my position, I will be looking into call options on all of these. I have already bought a call option in Intelia, not one call option, a couple of them, because I think it's incredibly undervalued down here. And I'm going to be looking into another call option on Beam. I also sold my call option and Beam when it hit 30, and I tripled my money. Now, I'd like to know what you guys are buying. I'd like to know what you guys are doing. Some people think it's just the beginning of a crash. They think as the Chinese and Japanese markets get worse, they will pull their liquidity out of the US markets. So, other people are thinking that the US markets are and the UK markets are going to hit a recession, so they're going to get worse. But we've heard it all before about a recession, and it's going to be a long-term recession, and on the back of one jobs data. And then we've had the turnaround. If you have a quality company that you have high conviction in, you should be using this to DCA on. Or at the very least, you should be re-evaluating the companies in your portfolio. Shift 4 went up 10% earlier on today, and Fold went ex-dividend today, which is why it went down a little bit. Looking for a couple of new companies, because I have 2 new spaces in my portfolio. So if you have any tips, let me know. Otherwise the money will go to DCA on my current companies. But I don't want to go too high a position. I currently have just over 100 shares of CRISPR, and I think at this price, for a company that's producing revenue and with the data that's out there, it's just a steal. I think Beam, anything under $25, considering their own rights to base editing, and they have so much potential, and they're starting to get data. That's still. Intelia, of course, we know all about their data. I think at $21, anything $22 and below is a steal. I do not think it will stay there for long, but they are not the only ones I'm looking at. I'm also looking at Snow. I'm slightly up on my position, only slightly, but I will be watching it if it comes down again. Sentinel 1, as I said, I think it only takes 1 or 2 big contract grabs from CrowdStrike over this to move the needle on it. So if this comes down enough, I will pick it up, but it's not at my buy rating yet. And don't forget to hit the like button, comment in the box below and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.